Most people don't want to hear this, but the data is clear. In 2025, the idea of choosing from dozens of good new cars no longer exists. After reviewing long-term reliability studies, warranty claim trends, ownership cost data, and repair complexity, the conclusion is uncomfortable but unavoidable. Out of hundreds of new cars on sale, only 6 meet 3 basic requirements. They must be mechanically reliable long-term, honestly priced for what they offer, realistically repairable after the warranty ends. That's it. No luxury bias, no brand loyalty, just survivability. Most modern cars fail not because they're slow or ugly, but because they're overcomplicated, overpriced, and designed around short ownership cycles. Touchscreen dependency, forced subscriptions, fragile turbo systems, sealed transmissions, and software-controlled basics have quietly killed the honest automobile. These 6 cars are not perfect. Perfection disappeared years ago, but they are the last remaining options that won't financially punish you for keeping them long-term. And yes, there's a pattern you'll notice very quickly. Number 6. Mazda CX-30 2.0 naturally aspirated only. The CX-30 only qualifies under very specific conditions. It must be the naturally aspirated 2.0 Skyactiv G petrol engine. No turbo, no diesel, no mild hybrid. This engine avoids nearly every modern failure point. It uses port injection instead of direct injection, preventing carbon buildup. It runs a timing chain instead of a belt. It pairs with a conventional automatic transmission instead of a CVT or dual clutch unit. Reliability data consistently places this configuration far below the segment average for drivetrain failures. Not slightly better, dramatically better. Mazda deliberately resisted complexity here, and it shows. Oil consumption issues are rare. Timing system failures are almost non-existent. Transmission complaints are minimal. The interior design matters too. Physical climate controls, real buttons, and a rotary infotainment controller reduce reliance on fragile touch systems that dominate newer competitors. It isn't cheap up front, but depreciation is controlled. Warranty coverage is strong in most markets, and long-term ownership costs are lower than most rivals, pretending to be premium. This is not an exciting car. It is a dependable one. Number 5. Toyota Corolla Hybrid Sedan. Not the wagon, not the sport trim. The basic hybrid sedan. Toyota's hybrid system is one of the most proven drivetrains ever sold. The electric motors have no brushes. The transmission has no clutches. The engine operates under low stress using the Atkinson cycle. This setup avoids nearly every common modern failure. No turbocharger, no dual-clutch transmission, no diesel emissions hardware, no start-stop-ware, no high-pressure fuel pump failures. Reliability surveys repeatedly place the Corolla Hybrid at or near the top across all categories. Failure rates are not just low, they are an outlier. Fuel consumption around 3.8 to 4.0 liters per 100 kilometers significantly reduces long-term running costs, and Toyota's hybrid battery coverage removes the primary fear buyers have. Even outside warranty, replacement costs are lower than a single premium transmission repair. It's boring. That's the advantage. Number 4. Honda Civic 1.5 petrol, manual only. This car only qualifies with a manual transmission. Honda's CVT is serviceable but expensive if it fails. The manual gearbox, by contrast, is durable, inexpensive to maintain, and mechanically simple. The 1.5 petrol engine had early issues years ago, but post-update versions have stabilized significantly. Current reliability data shows strong long-term performance when properly maintained. What separates the Civic is usability, real buttons, logical controls, excellent visibility, interior materials chosen for durability rather than showroom shine. Space and practicality rival vehicles costing far more, while ownership costs remain reasonable. The Civic isn't built to impress influencers. It's built to survive daily life. This is what functional engineering still looks like. Number 3. Suzuki Swift base model. This is the cheapest car on the list and one of the most honest. The base Swift uses a naturally aspirated port-injected engine with minimal electronic complexity. No turbo, no cylinder deactivation, no hybrid layers stacked on top of fragile systems. Low weight means low stress. Low stress means longevity. Maintenance costs are exceptionally low. Suspension components, clutches, and consumables are inexpensive. The drivetrain is understressed and simple enough that almost any workshop can service it. Interior materials are basic but durable. Nothing peels, nothing delaminates, nothing requires software updates to function. This car doesn't pretend to be premium, sporty, or futuristic. It exists to move people reliably and cheaply. That's why it works. Number 2. Mazda MX-5 2.0 manual. Yes, a sports car makes the list. The MX-5 qualifies because Mazda refused to ruin it. Naturally, aspirated engine, manual transmission, low weight, minimal electronics, no forced complexity. The engine is not pushed. The gearbox is one of the most durable in production. Clutch replacements are inexpensive. Parts availability is excellent worldwide. Even the soft top is manual on base models, eliminating motors and sensors that fail over time. The car is mechanically honest. While impractical, it is dependable. And that alone puts it ahead of many sensible modern cars that fail early and cost more to fix. Few vehicles prove the point better. Simplicity outlasts technology. Number 1. Toyota Yaris Cross Hybrid. This is the only small SUV on the list, and for good reason. The Yaris Cross Hybrid uses Toyota's proven 1.5 hybrid system, already demonstrated in high-mileage commercial use. No turbo, no diesel complexity, no dual-clutch transmission. Ground clearance matters. It prevents underbody damage, suspension wear, and city driving abuse that destroys lower cars. This is practical reliability, not marketing-driven SUV styling. Reliability data places the Yaris Cross far below category averages for failures. Depreciation is controlled. Fuel economy remains excellent in real-world use. Interior design avoids critical functions being locked behind screens. Physical controls remain. Ownership remains simple. It will not impress anyone. It will not excite anyone. It will simply work. And in 2025, that makes it exceptional. Final reality checkout of hundreds of new cars on sale, only 6 meet basic long-term ownership standards. That is not careful curation. That is market failure. The pattern is obvious. Simplicity survives. Complexity fails. Brands that respect ownership win. Brands that monetize inconvenience lose. If none of these cars fit your needs, the uncomfortable truth is this: a well-maintained older car may be a better financial decision than most new ones. Modern cars are not designed to last. These 6 are exceptions, and exceptions are all that's left.